David Goldblatt. I'm first-year medical student here at UTRGV Clinic. How are
Nice to
you
meet
today?
you. Pretty good, I guess.
You don't seem so good.
Well, I mean, sit down and find out.
Okay, sure. What brings you to the clinic today?
Well, let's see, where to start. Got about $4,000 you can lend me?
I don't. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Okay, can I just say, what is wrong with this clinic? I thought we were for the community and stuff like that. I mean, why is this more for-profit than in search of like benefiting the community? My bill is outrageous, okay?
Absolutely.
I mean, I
understand.
don't understand why. The fact that I have to pay $300 for an x-ray is just beyond me. The antibiotics that you gave me, name brand versus generic. I mean, I didn't study biochemistry, I guess. I studied architecture. Is there a difference between generic and name brand? Is there better efficiently? Is it better efficiently? Is it just that one costs $50, the other one costs $4 at Walmart?
So I don't know why you are on certain medications. Let's run through them. Is that okay?
I mean, okay, I guess.
So what medication? You said you're on an antibiotic?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just on whatever the clinic gave me. The clinic itself told me, okay, this is what you're gonna be prescribed, this is what you're gonna be taking, and then go from there.
Okay, so you don't know the name of it. You don't know what it was given for.
I was given because I had a bout with pneumonia, okay? So that whole process right there was just put a cherry on top of the ice cream. I've got, okay? I mean, all these bills that are piling up on me, and I just got laid off last week. So I mean, you're throwing me a $300 bill for an x-ray. I mean, I understand that you people need to get paid, like the radiologist needs to get paid and stuff like that, but it's just too much. My bill is way too much, and then this bill also on top of that is just gonna be insane.
Hey, I completely understand. That would stress me to high hell if that was happening to me. But the thing is that I personally am not able to help with those particular things.
No. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I understand. It's the clinic itself. I'm not saying that it's you guys. The clinic itself is at fault.
So what I want to do
Mhm.
is let's see what we can do to work out about the financial things
Okay?
outside of the health interview.
Okay.
And let's get through what we need to do today.
But,
And I absolutely promise that we can then have a conversation about the financials.
okay, let's go through that. But promise me that you can at least talk, like, what can you possibly do for me?
I honestly don't know the answer to that. All I can tell you is that I will do whatever it is that I can do.
Okay?
And I wish that I could give you this bullet point thing of what I was going to do, but I just don't have that today.
Okay.
But I know that doesn't necessarily make you feel any better, but
Like I said, it's not on you guys, it's the clinic itself. I mean, what can you guys do about it? It's not like I might have joked with you about the $4,000, but it's not like you're gonna pull the $4,000 out of a hat and say, here you go, here's the rest of your problems are solved. I understand that.
you know, and at the same time, I completely understand your frustration. Frankly, I'm glad you brought it up to me because it's something either that we need to work out on our own, because maybe there's something we're doing wrong, and maybe you can help us figure that out as well.
I mean, I've waited here for so long. Like, I waited a long time to get seen. I was waiting the receptionist for an hour, then I was waiting here for 2 hours. I mean, it's insane that it just took too long to see me.
You know what? I totally understand, and I'm going to do whatever I can to help you, but I'm just not sure what it is that we will be able to do.
Okay.
I promise to bring this by the doctors, the administrator, and we'll see if there's something that we're missing.
Okay, sounds good.
And hopefully your input can be used in that.
Okay.
So, are you here for a particular reason?
I'm here for a follow-up.
Follow up for.
My bout with pneumonia and to see if the bill can go lower, as I've been stating. But yeah, came in last week, had a bout with pneumonia. I was running fevers of 102. Was coughing up yellow phlegm. My chest was congested. I didn't have any shortness of breath though. I had chills. Basically, I just felt like crap. All I wanted to do was just like down and drink fluids.
Okay. And the pneumonia you said was 2 weeks ago? Did I hear
A week ago.
that? 1 week ago?
Yeah. So I barely, like, the antibiotics helped. I mean, that's the only thing. Maybe the name brand helped, but at the same time, I wouldn't have known unless I also got generic brand antibiotics.
Understand. So as for the particular bout with pneumonia, do you said you feel better. Do you currently have coughing? Are you
The
still
coughing-
coughing up phlegm?
The coughing's going away. The phlegm is no longer yellow. It's starting to get I guess, is there ever a normal coloration for it? It's no longer as thick, I guess. That's going away. I'm no longer running fevers, I'll definitely tell you that. That was the worst part about it, waking up completely covered in sweat.
Yeah, I'll bet. So coughing's gone, phlegm appears to be getting better. You said that the color seems to be going more towards clear. It used to be yellow and now it's going more towards clear. The fevers have come down.
Definitely.
And do you know what your fever was at the highest point?
I peaked at 102.
102, that's pretty high.
Tell me about it.
So how was that? I'm sure you were sweating in your bed.
Let me put it to this way, I woke up in a puddle.
I understand. But I'm glad that that's come down.
Yeah,
You
I
must
mean,
be feeling better.
if there's anything that good that came out of getting billed for all that stuff, the fact that I no longer have the full-fledged pneumonia that I had last week.
Okay, so we're gonna get to the billing later, but let's make sure you're actually okay, because that actually is my personal #1 priority. I want to
Okay.
make sure that you're healthy.
All right.
Billing we can deal with, but health sometimes can be more important.
Yeah, I mean, I understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So any other problems? Headaches? Nope. Good.
No,
Skin
no
feels good. Nothing.
Yeah.
No rashes. No
Nothing
redness. No
like that.
cuts. No anything. How's your eyesight?
I wear contacts.
Okay. And no changes in vision.
See, I would love to tell you that, but I'm due for a change that I will not be able to go and actually pay for.
Okay. So you'd like an eye exam, but are afraid that that's also going to mount to.
I mean, talk about bills upon bills, so that's one more thing I'm not able to afford.
Well, let's see what we can work out about that.
Okay.
But do you feel, does it feel like your contacts, so I'm assuming you're needing a change because you're seeing a change in your eyesight?
Yeah, my right eye is starting to become a little bit blurry.
And how do you know your right eye is blurry as
Because,
opposed to your left eye?
okay, so, I can read and write pretty well, but let's say, for example, I close my eye, I'm gonna start seeing blurry. Your assistant in the back, if I close my eye, I start seeing blurry, as opposed to if I close this eye, I can see all three of you guys in the back perfectly fine.
Okay. Important to know. Thank you. How's your nose? You smelling things any normal, weird?
Yeah, no, normal.
Hearing, is that okay?
No, it's pretty good as well.
Okay, no problems. We went through your chest, so you think in general things are resolved.
Yeah, I'd say things are resolved. I mean, generally, I'm starting to be a little bit more active. I'm no longer having to lay down all the time. I have energy again. It's not this constant feeling of a congested chest and coughing up the phlegm. No, it's no more of that anymore.
Okay, so is there anything that the pneumonia brought about that hasn't been resolved yet?
Maybe just the slight cough, but that's going away as the week progresses.
Okay. Okay, how about any stomach pains? This is gonna be a funny question, but are you pooping okay?
Life took a poop on me, I'll tell you that much. But no, yeah, I've been having freaking bowel movements about 3 times a day.
Okay, good. So no pain. In general, your appetite's good.
Yeah, I've been eating.
Never,
No
have you ever had heartburn or?
No, like I said, healthy individual, pretty much.
Okay, good. The point of this, I just want to say one more time, is just that we're making sure that there's nothing else that.
No, I understand the clinic has its guidelines and you guys have to follow them, don't worry.
It's not about the guidelines. It's actually about making sure that you are generally healthy. You know,
Okay.
there's sometimes what I want, and I know that that sounds strained at the moment, is that I do want you to come back, and I want to make sure that my ability to be your doctor is not inhibited. And I personally feel that if I were to ignore all of these other things, I understand you're angry. You are. You look, and frankly, angry for a perfectly good reason. But if I were to ignore these other things and something were to come up, that would be a problem for both of us.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think that you would agree that these are things that, could be important.
No, I agree, because I mean, missing something now could cost me later down the line for more bills.
Good. I'm glad we can
No,
we agree on
I agree.
a couple of things.
I agree. Find mutual ground.
Okay, so now I'm gonna ask some more personal, slightly awkward questions.
You're fine.
Are you sexually active at the moment?
Yeah, with my wife.
So your wife, How old is your wife?
I am 40, so she's 36.
How long have you been married?
12 years now.
Pretty long time.
Yeah,
So the 13th anniversary is coming up soon.
about 2 months.
Do you have any extra marital partners?
No, I mean,
Keep in mind that if you tell me, she'll never know.
no, just her.
Okay. And are you, do you, contraceptives, using condoms?
Yeah, condoms.
Is she also on birth control?
No,
or-
no, no. Then we have 2 kids that we adopted. One's about to enter college, the other one's in college, so you can already imagine that as well.
More bills, huh?
Tell me about it.
I understand. Are you planning on having any more children?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. So what do you do for work?
Well, what did I do for work would be a better question. I was a project manager for one of the biggest construction companies down here, but one bad investment by the main guy, and we all went under.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, it's oh,
So
sure.
Learners,
that
you
must
have
be
2 minutes
very
remaining.
stressful.
I mean, I haven't had enough time to process it. Just think about all of a sudden becoming a doctor, and the next day they tell you, "Hey, all your 8 years of school are gone."
Unbelievable. I can imagine that there are a bunch of things that are making you very upset and angry, and I of course wish that I could fix them all, but
Yeah,
there
I
is
mean-
one that I might be able to fix, and that
Okay.
is the problems of the clinic. And all I can say is that let's agree to work on this, and I'm going to get your email, and we're gonna have a conversation with
Yeah, perfect.
the administration.
Okay.
There might be nothing we can do, but let's at least have the conversation.
The fact that you're at least working with me on this shows me that you're different from the clinic. I mean, all things aside, I understand that it's your job to get the information first in my health. So I completely appreciate that. Let's worry, like, if you're done with that, we can worry about my financial stuff. But I do understand that first and foremost, you're separate from the clinic and you're only doing this to help me out.
Absolutely. So it does appear that you're feeling a lot better. So that makes me feel good about the health. And then I think that we're up to the step where we have to talk about the financials. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to see you, man. I hope you feel better.
I appreciate it. Once again, it's the clinic's fault. Do not think that it's your fault.
I understand, and we're gonna work with that to make that a little bit better.
Okay, is there anything, like, what can you guys do? I mean, other than get my email down and work with me, is there something I can potentially do, talk to somebody?
I don't know, except for if there is a way,
Okay,
we're gonna look for it.
okay, I mean,
That's all I can give you. I
no,
can't give you any
that's
other-
perfectly fine. I'll anticipate your email. I'll look forward to seeing something from you guys or something.
Okay.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you
Have a
so
good
much,
day.
guys.